Hey everybody, welcome into the Bearded Kin with me, Born Bearded Dave, and Raised Bearded Aaron. Aaron, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, doing well. Glad to see everybody in.
Yeah, it's good to see everybody in. We got 17 rocking in here so far. I'm pretty sure that's going to pick up here in a little bit. Um, man, I got to tell you, Aaron, I'm really excited about this guest. We had him on during the 24-hour live stream, and yeah, he kind of helped kick off the mood set for that live stream, and I've been waiting to be able to get him on and talk to him. And being that it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and some of the things that he's doing, really just kind of want to dig into it a little bit, talk to him, and I'm really excited about this one. So, Aaron, why don't we go ahead and start saying hi to everybody real quick so we can get him in, and this promises to be a interesting show. Just want to get the hellos out of the way here. The first in, we got Chris. Appreciate you being here, brother, and happy belated birthday for yesterday.
I think Randall was first, actually. I have
You
Randall
know what?
first.
Well, we had Chris from a couple days ago. The
Oh,
from
okay.
when I posted it, yeah, StreamYard kicks out the first couple if it's longer than like 5 hours, I think. So, we got
Makes
Randall
sense.
Crunk. Appreciate you being here.
How's it going, Randall? Chris,
Stanley.
Stanley.
Appreciate you being here. There's a sister-in-law in here somewhere. Leisha, appreciate you being here.
Babe, how's it going?
How's she feeling? Hopefully she's feeling better.
Starting to.
Good, good. South Texas Beard. Appreciate you being here, brother. Hope everything is going well.
How's it going, South?
The Dapper Jeff Harmon. Appreciate you being here.
Jeff Harmon. Always nice to see you.
Kenny Big Shoe. Kenny, appreciate you being here. Hope everything's going
Jeannie,
well.
good to see you.
Jim from Small Town Traditions. Jim, appreciate you being here.
Jim, good to see you.
Yeah, Viking Papa. Appreciate you being here.
How's it going, Viking Papa?
All right. And we got Roger Dapper Man. Always good to see you in. Appreciate you being here.
Roger.
The one, the only, Miss Dot Lady, aka Miss K, Ain't B. Appreciate you being here, babe.
Okay, good to see you.
We got Romy in. Appreciate you being here. Now the show can start. Romy is here.
Romy, how's it going?
And we got Randall. Randall, appreciate you being here.
Randall, how's it going?
And then, there's this troublemaker. Baker, appreciate you being here, brother.
Baker, always good to see you in.
Absolutely. Bearded and blessed. Appreciate you being here. Man, we're sorry. We got quite a bit of people in here. I think I'm missing some, but we got RJ. Appreciate you being here. Tony, appreciate you coming in.
Looks like we have Abe as well.
We got Miss Abe. Abe, appreciate you coming in. The Bob and Terry Louise, appreciate you guys being here. It's always a pleasure having you in. We have Miss Ellie. Ellie, appreciate you being here. I'm going to try to see. Oh, that is Kiki, isn't it? My bad. I am sorry, Kiki. That is Kiki. Appreciate you being here today. Oh, that's Corey. Appreciate you being here.
Corey.
Yeah, that's how the day's going to start. It's going to be an interesting day.
Right.
Crackavelli, appreciate you coming in. Mark Johnson.
Mark, how's it going?
All right. I think we are just about caught up here, Aaron, unless you see somebody that I might have missed.
No, I think that's it. If we missed you, apologize. We're wanting to get our guest in here pretty quick.
Absolutely, guys. This is a guy that comes without introduction. You guys know him. You guys love him. You guys are in his chats. You know what he's doing, not just with his beard products, but what he's doing for mental health awareness. Not just from his state, but and not just for this bearded community, but for many men with podcasts, and we're going to get into that. We're going to talk to him about it. Bring your questions for him, guys, and let's all give Tyson a warm welcome. Tyson Allred,
Hey.
being here, brother.
No, I appreciate you having me. I'm really excited. It's really nice not have to come prepared. I just get to talk to you guys. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, to be able to just kind of pop in and oh, I'm a little fuzzy. Let me log out, log back in. Yep, there you go. It's
I know.
pretty nice.
It was really nice. So I guess I should have combed my hair. You guys look really good.
Yeah, well, this is what 30 minutes of being awake does. I got up around. I want to say I woke up at 5 p.m. today. So because I
you work
started
swing,
working.
don't you?
I work Graves now, so I'm on
Oh, dang.
a 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. So, and we got True North Beer Co. Appreciate you coming in, brother. Hope everything is going well. Amazing people in this chat tonight, each and every one of you. So Tyson, we're gonna go ahead and kind of bring in Copper Johns a little bit. Amazing company, amazing oils. And I believe I saw recently that you have a 6-year anniversary coming up. Is that?
Yeah, July 1st will be 6 years since we've opened, and it has been a ride.
I bet.
We've a lot of growth. Yeah, we love Chris too. What's funny is we have mutual respect to each other. He had to do a live yesterday during the same time I was doing a live, and he's like, "Dude, didn't realize you were doing a live." And then I did the same thing to him a couple weeks ago. So we've talked on the phone and stuff, and he's just an overall him and Tara are amazing people. So
absolutely. And there's been some of those companies that are really really out there to be out there for the people. Chris is one of those, and Copper Johns is definitely one of those as well. It's
most are. I don't know of any. I can't think of any that aren't, to be honest with you.
Right.
I think you have to be.
And see, fun fact, I had my YouTube debut on Copper John's channel. Yep, she did
She
with
Melissa.
Yep, that was awesome. But and a lot of these companies are for the people, do what they can to help people in this community and throughout, and it's been amazing. One thing that really hit me with you particularly, we knew about the beard oils and things and stuff like that, but when you started bringing out Dad Bods and Beards, when I started noticing that you were on Dad Bods and Beards and that you were part of something bigger than just beard oils and things like that, it really hit me. I just kind of want to ask you, what led you and Tyson, or you and Logan, to start this podcast?
It's a really good question. So Logan and I became friends, I would say 4 years ago ish. We actually went to a beard competition. I saw him on TikTok, and I thought he was hilarious. He was just brand new during doing TikTok. Holy crap! And he reached out to me and said, hey, what scent profiles are really good? I want to buy some. I'm like, hey, how about this? You just rep Copper Johns a little bit on a couple of your reels, and I'll just send you a few products. And because he started getting a following, and I felt that it was worth it. And then he told me he's in Utah with his address. I'm like, holy crap, you're in Utah? And we started talking, and I'm like, hey, I'll just bring you your products. Let's go to this beard competition. And next thing you know, literally, I was making fun of him from the get-go. Like, we were like best friends right from the get-go, and it was weird. And I had him on. So I used to do a thing, and I really want to bring it back. It's just time. But I used to have a thing called the Copper Lodge. And I actually think Mike right there, Mike, Coffee with Brewer, him, Jason, and Scott were the last ones who were my guests. But I had Logan on, and we started doing a few lives together, and everyone just loved it, and we enjoyed talking to each other. And so people were like, "Why don't you do a podcast?" We didn't know what it was going to be, but we're like, "Yeah, let's have fun." And so after about 2 episodes, I started getting kind of serious about being a dad, what we're going through, and then around episode 8, Logan it was basically his time, and he had never discussed about having bipolar. And
Okay.
when he discussed what it was growing up with bipolar without being diagnosed bipolar, and then how he was about to take his life, and the police saved him, his wife saved him, his mom and dad saved him, um, and how he had to take a car ride and behind, in a squad car to the hospital. That saved his life. And when he went all into depth and he broke down and he was honest and vulnerable and crying, and I'm like, okay, we have something. And
Right.
we knew after episode 2 or 3 that it was going to be about fathers, about men in general, about what we're going through, and just being open and honest, because that's what we do. And I didn't realize how big it was going to get, how fun it was going to be for us, how therapeutic it was going to be for us. Um,
Right.
but we definitely we get messages, and I'm grateful for them, about how we've saved their lives or we help their husbands, because we have about a quarter of our listeners are women trying to understand their husbands better.
Right.
And so it seems like it's really helping the wife understand the husband better and how to communicate better with the husband, because we don't shun away from anything. If anything, we have to cut things out because we overshare.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's. I feel like it's important. I feel like you, Dave. I feel like you, Aaron, are important, and I feel like all the listeners and all the community are important. And I feel like
Right.
if I can do anything to help ease your burden, why wouldn't I? Because the
Right.
things that I go through are the things that you may be going through, and so why don't I explain what I'm going through, and we can go through them together. And
Right.
it doesn't mean I have all the answers. I'm not a therapist, but we can communicate, we can talk, and we can be open and love each other and give each other mutual respect. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah, and that's amazing, and and that's one of the things that I wanted to kind of bring to life for the ladies that are in the chat tonight. It's for us guys. A lot of the times, unless we've been to therapy or we've been to a group session, sometimes we don't know how to explain what's going on inside. So finding a podcast like Dad Bods and Beards, to where you can kind of see, hey, this is not just one person talking about how he feels. This is how men feel in general, when it comes to their mental health, and sometimes they don't know how to get a hold of what's going on. And um, and I, and I think that's why you have as many ladies in as part of that podcast as possible. They just want to know what's going on and how to communicate. And sometimes that helps open the door to what's going on in our own mind. And I think that's
Well,
amazing.
hey, like for real, like you and Aaron have, when you guys grew up, did you have a father who was? I definitely am. I definitely am a huge sneaker guy.
Right.
But did you have parents like who grew up just communicating their feelings and their emotions? And that was very rare if you did, but did you?
Not really. It was
And that's not a slight to them. That is not a slight to them.
right.
That's
Right.
just our culture. And so when
Hmm.
a man now, our culture is changing. Mental health awareness is not, there's no stigma to it. 90% of the men believe that mental health is just as important as physical health, but only
Right.
28% of those 90% actually do anything about it.
Right.
It's just like the gym. A lot of people sign up, but they don't do anything about it. But what I'm trying to say is that um, we believe it's not a stigma anymore, but you will go and try to communicate something with your wife, and it comes out wrong because
Right.
you, me, Aaron, everyone listening did not have an example. We did not have expertise. We did not practice this. And so now we're trying to communicate how we feel, and we do not have that form of communication. We don't have that skill set. And so it's going to take time. And so when you start talking with your wife, when you start talking to your spouse, your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, husband, whoever, you just have to come up and say, hey, I love you so much. If I say anything right at this moment that hurts you, it is not meant to hurt you. It's not meant to criticize you. It is not meant to do anything other than me trying to express how I feel. This is not an
Right.
attack. I don't know how to communicate this. And then you communicate it and then ask them, how could I have done this better so it didn't hurt? Because you're not trying to hurt anyone. You're just simply expressing, like, this is very frustrating for me, or I'm really hurt right now, or, this is what I'm going through right now, and this isn't nothing to you with you. Like, I'm trying to provide for the family, and it is hard right now. And so sometimes when you communicate this stuff, dude, it's like you're getting stabbed in the heart if you're the person who's receiving that. And so it's just like you have
Right.
to be able to tell them that, hey, you know what? I love you, and this is nothing against you.
Viking Papa said, when I read Logan's story in Tyson's book, it helped me to gain a better understanding of what my oldest son is going through. And yeah, I agree. I want to say that there's something in Tyson's book for every guy out there. It may not be exactly what you've been through. It may not be exactly what you're currently going through, but it's enough to say, hey, you know what? I can read this story and I can read what this person went through, and I can read what and how they're coping and how they're seeking help for these issues and lead you in the right direction. I'm a firm believer that your story can lead somebody out of a dark place. Never be ashamed of your
Absolutely.
story. And so, real quick, guys, I do want to let you guys know that we do have a couple of giveaways that we'll be doing tonight. One is going to be the book that we're currently talking about, A Father's Guide to Mental Health by Tyson Allred. It is an amazing book, guys, and it is exactly what it says it is. It's a father's guide. It's not something that I mean, you can read it once and set it down, but there's always something to go back through and to continuously get something out of. You read one of the stories once, and it might just kind of resonate with you. And then you might be going through something, and you could read that same story again, and it's going to hit you a little different. You're going to get a little more understanding out of it. So we will be giving away one of these books tonight. Also, along with that, we are also going to. Oh, I got to remove that one, and then let's see. We are also going to be giving away a Dad Bods and Beards beard oil set. I do have these on me currently. We'll be sending these out to one person, to one winner tonight, and I believe Tyson also wanted to do a scent of the month giveaway to one as well. So we have 3
Absolutely.
giveaways tonight, and Tyson, we really appreciate that.
And I appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me on again, and thanks for pushing mental health and my book. That means a lot to me. I have a hard time pushing that stuff for me. That's a good question.
Tyson, how come you don't have the book on the
I
Cop Sounds
don't know.
website?
I probably should. I should probably bring in like 30 of them, and then I can sign them and all that kind of stuff. I never thought about it. But just Amazon.
Yep, it is on Amazon, and I believe Ms. Dot Lady will most likely get that link out into the comments here, so you guys can check that out as soon as you have opportunity to. Highly recommend the book, guys. All right, let me see what I got here. I believe that's it for Tyson's book there. Yep. Try not to get too far behind. Everybody just saying hi. Appreciate everybody coming in. We are rocking strong tonight with 31 people tonight, guys. Really do appreciate you. Yeah, seeing what you're doing on Dad Bods and Beards with Logan, and the ones that we're able to catch up on YouTube, the ones that are released there, but not just that, but the podcast as well.
And we don't release everything on YouTube now. It's
right.
Everything's on Spotify and Apple and all the others, but YouTube we're very limited on what we release there.
Right. And I do believe that when we first started getting into the bearded community, Kay and I, we were looking for podcasts that were talking about beards and men's mental health and things like that. And I firmly believe it was Dad Bods and Beards that we ran into way back before we even knew about Copper Johns as a beard oil company. But I love the message. I love what you guys are doing. Want to definitely I've learned so much from you guys.
I appreciate it.
And it's encouraging. It's encouraging seeing somebody to just go out there and be vulnerable at times to get their story out there and to bring awareness to um, men's mental health and mental health in general, not just men's, but men's mental health and awareness. Yeah, I've said it once and I'll say it again. You are an inspiration to me by what you do, and it's simply amazing. It really is.
I appreciate that, David. It means a lot to me.
Let's
Yep,
see.
I agree. 100%.
Thanks, Aaron.
Let's see. Tyson, do you think you'll hit the stage again with comedy?
I sure am. June 25th. We're June 20th. We're going to be doing. Logan and I are doing 30 minutes of stand up for "I Love You, Bro." They're doing a fundraiser for "I Love You, Bro," and then the 25th, which is Thursday, we're going to do our first Dad Bods and Beards live event. So we're bringing in Corbin Allred. If you've never seen him, he's a Utah celebrity because we're doing this proof of concept today this month, and we're going to do a lot of improv with the audience. We're going to do improv with Corbin. We're going to have about 25 minutes of stand up, and then we're going to have about 25 minutes of our podcast. We're recording it all. And then we're going to have about 10, 15 minutes of like a keynote right before we bring on Corbin. So we're working on it. And so we have 2 shows this month so far. And then, we're going to be practicing. We're going to probably do 2 or 3 open mics just to kind of refresh ourselves this week. So
Awesome. It's good to hear, and yeah, we definitely try to log in anywhere we can. And as far as the "I Love You, Bro" project, you guys talk about an amazing story. If you guys have not caught that on Dad Bods and Beards, make sure to check that out. He's got an amazing story, and I love what he's doing there. He's currently the "I Love You, Bro" project is currently Utah based, correct? Or is it starting to spread? Or
he's already filled out the nonprofit stuff for Idaho and for Arizona, and he will slowly expand. It's just going to take time because when you're a nonprofit, you have to prove it, and there's so much documentation and all that kind of stuff. And so every state's a little bit different. So he's just slowly growing. But Utah, we only have to do Cedar City and St. George, and then it's fully stocked, meaning everyone's about 30 minutes away from an "I Love You, Bro," which is kind of what Joe wants. And eventually that's what he wants for every state, is where no matter where you live, you're 30 minutes away from a men's support group.
Well, I have all the faith in the world in him, and if that's his goal, I see that happening. And
Oh, me too.
he's awesome, man. I was telling Kay a while back, saying, we got to make a trip out to Utah, because there's people out there that I just feel that I need to interact with, that I need to be able to just talk to them for a minute, pick their brain for a minute, and just kind of, because you can absorb somebody's passion to help drive you to do the things that you're wanting to do as well, especially when it's with like-minded goals. And it'd be amazing to do that, and we're hoping to do that at some point soon. So
That'd be way cool. Yeah, meeting people, you can, like, the energy really is real. That's why they say choose your friends wisely and pick your friends, because you guys will absorb each other's energy. So if you have someone with high energy, high just everything, then that's who you become, because you absorb it. But if you're with someone who's negative and down, that's what you become, because that's what you absorb. And so being around the good people and all that kind of stuff is very important.
there's a
It's so dumb.
thanks. What would Tyson do? Don't have that one. I believe Brewer put in the for the Apple podcast link in there as well.
Yeah,
and I believe
we're on
Miss
all
Kay
of them.
found
We're
the
on
Spotify.
Spotify, Apple, pretty much anywhere where you can find a podcast, we are there. Actually, not pretty much. We are on all of them.
Yeah, there you go.
So, and we just found out we're ranked in the top 2% of 4 million podcasts. which
And
is huge in the world, and
that
it's
is,
really cool.
and that's that was awesome. I saw that, and I just kind of had to share that out. That's something to be proud of. You guys are doing it, and to be
It's
the
fun.
second in the 2%, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, if you do the math, it's still like 75,000, but it's still cool to say.
Right. I mean, in the top 2%. Yeah, yeah.
But I do know we're in the top 40 of non-scripted podcasts, and we do that on purpose. We don't want to be scripted. We want to come out with one question and then follow the lead of each other or our guest, because we want to go with where they want to take us. And then
Right.
sometimes, we'll squirrel on purpose. So
Right. Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that I love about what me and Aaron are doing here on Saturday nights and even on Tuesday nights. We kind of follow the chat, kind of follow the lead. We present some ideas to get the brain working a little bit and just kind of see where it goes. And then there's sometimes we just get into a massive food segue and we talk about different kinds of foods for 30 to 45 minutes. But
for real though,
it's the randomness of it that I love. So
Into those food segues, it's kind of hard to get out sometimes. Makes you hungry.
it is.
so true though. I've been
And
learning
then,
how to, I don't know how I got on Facebook, not a clue, but now, like, I'll be in bed and I'll be watching, like, how to smoke a 50-pound brisket. I don't have a smoker, but dang it, I can smoke a 50-pound brisket now because I have seen like 100 videos of it.
I'll tell
Same
you
with
what, send those over to me because I
I
do
will.
have a
I
smoker.
will.
Different creators
I can
have different ideas
trim
too.
a hoof of a cow. Nobody's business. I've learned so much from Nate. I'm like, hey, there's a little mark there. You need to keep going deeper.
Right. And and just because we're talking about it, we're going to start getting those ads. Hey, Tyson said he don't have a smoker. Let's send him, ads for 15 of them. So,
Oh, for real.
oh man, let's see. Tyson, what's your favorite oil from the Dad Bods beard lineup?
It's Quiet Storm. That's
Quiet
Glacier
Storm.
Park. But I absolutely, it's just one of my favorites of all time. Has always been Old Fashioned, which is Cherry Grove Pear. It's a cherry cologne, and if you like those sweet scents, that's what it is. Like, I love Nepalis, and so if you like Nepalis, Old Fashioned is up your alley.
Right. I do have the Quiet Storm in today, and I've mentioned this before, and I've even mentioned it on a few videos, guys. With oud, for me, if you don't get enough oud in there, it can be masked by the other scents. And you're just kind of putting an expensive oil in there for something that you really can't get the profile of. But if you put too much, it can get really pungent. And I will say that this one is done right. It smells really good.
Appreciate it.
So
It's real too. It's the real oud. It's not a
Right.
fragrance. And so it's a little bit more pricey, but dude, it's worth it because it has that stink that's just perfect.
Right. I mean, it's pungent as it is, but to be able to blend that with the other scents and make something really, really great out of it, and it is a great oil. We got
I
the
think so.
3 of them in, and like, man, I don't even know which one I want to wear because all these are amazing. Because
I
we
appreciate
missed
it.
those on the scent of the months, so I was really happy to get those. And
Yeah, and I'll be bringing, like I said, I'll be bringing stuff in July for the 6-year anniversary. So I'll be bringing some back.
Definitely
let's
looking forward
see.
to that one. I want to make sure I'm there for that 5
So
minutes.
speaking of mental health and all that stuff, so
Mhm.
Michael Brewer, so Mr. Coffee himself. So one of our things that Logan and I are working on that will happen is we're going to, so my daughter, when she was struggling the worst, when after she attempted to take her life multiple times, after there was no hope, we got her into a place called Center for Change. It's for women only. And I started doing a lot, and it blessed her life. It blessed our life. It changed the projection of her life. She's doing so good right now, and so good. And but we're looking around, and there's nothing like that for men, nothing. And so Logan and I found an old Catholic church in North Salt Lake, and we're working on it right now to we've learned through Joe and through other people, we're going to do a for-profit hospital type of like Center for Change for men. And but then we're going to use the profit and use those proceeds to be able to offer scholarships, and then that way we don't have to jump through all the hoops and everything like that. It's going to be a lot easier. But yeah, so anyway, the point being is Mike just offered his work because I didn't know that he was a therapist. I didn't know he did any of that stuff. And so I think it's really, really cool. So Mike and I probably are going to be in the next few years, because it's going to be a lot of work. We're going to have to raise a lot of money for it, like investments and stuff like that. But it's going to happen. We already have people who want to do it, and then so I'm going to be working with Mike probably here shortly. It'll be fun.
That's
That
awesome.
should definitely be worth watching. Mike's a really smart guy.
He is.
Yeah, there's a lot of genuinely good people in this community.
Absolutely. You know, and
Then there's
just
Aaron.
so you guys. So we do have Mike coming on this next Saturday on my birthday, nice. June 20th. So that's going to be an awesome time as well. Look forward to that. And you're right, he is an amazing individual, and I'm glad that he's getting to be a part of that, because that sounds amazing. Really
I make fun of him because I've never seen him wear shorts ever. And it's the first time I met him, we went down the Snake River at Jackson Hole, and he was wearing pants. I'm like, dude, do you ever wear shorts? And so that's my running joke with him. I'm like, dude, wear shorts.
Right. Real quick, Tyson, can we recap the 3 profiles: Quiet Storm, Old Fashioned, Grit and Grace, for Dad, Bods and Beards originally? They were all great. I know one was Glacier Park. We got a couple questions.
Yeah, Glacier Park is Quiet Storm. Old Fashioned was Cherry Grove Pier, which is a cherry cologne. And Grit and Grace was Riverwalk. That's the one that was freaking, I don't know how I was going to do it. That was the one I did with all the members. And it's tequila, gunpowder, lime. It has a little bit of everything in it. You guys went crazy on it, and it worked. So right. I was shocked.
Right. And and it is an amazing scent. It really is. I start seeing things like tequila, and I'm like, I'm not sure, but it works.
Yeah,
it
I didn't
really
know
does.
if I was going to be able to make it. It was a hard one for me.
It just the experience that you have with mixing these scents, I think was definitely put to its test, and you did great on them. So. I need to get into watching Dad, Bods and Beards. Looking forward to lunchtime streams. There you go.
It'll be fun. Yeah, we're doing every Thursday at 1:30 Eastern. We are going to be going live on StreamYard like this, and streaming to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and I think LinkedIn. We're going to go to stream to those on the Dad Bods accounts.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. And right there, guys,
for 30 minutes. It's just lunch with the Dad Bods.
That's awesome. Hoof trimming is addicting.
For real.
It's some of those things you don't think that you would ever search, but they just kind of pop up, and you realize you've watched 15 little shorts on it. Like, what? Where did that come from?
You're like, I went to bed at 10, but now it's midnight, and all I've watched is either smokers or trimming hoofs. I'm like, what the crap is wrong with me? Or like mountain biking, going downhill is something that pops up a lot on mine too. And I'm just like, I would never dare do it. I'm like, but I could do that. I could do that. I'm like, no, I couldn't.
Right. It's kind of like the what is it? The street boarding on the skateboard, going down the street really quick. And I sit here and think, I would love to do that.
Have you ever
30
seen
years ago?
Secret Life of Walter Mitty?
I have not.
Dude, it's really good. It's up there. It's one that you need to go see. You can stream it on Amazon, I think, or rent it for $2 or whatever. But it's a guy who is living in his own world because he doesn't ever do anything. But they decide, like, for his job, he has to go get this film. And so he has to live his life that he's always dreamed about. And there's one where he's on a longboard, just going down the mountain. And I'm like, oh, but dude, if I ever had the balls to do that, that would be so much fun.
Right. Right.
Maybe 20 years ago, if that would have stuff
Yeah,
that came
for
out,
real.
I might have tried it.
Right. I mean, there was a time, in our even in our mid-20s where me and Aaron were kind of on the skateboards, and man, where was that then? We were on the skateboards where if you hit you hit a rock just right, you're gonna go, fly off of it, 5 feet,
For
and then
real.
But now they have these boards that can actually go on the roads. Like, man, where was that when I needed it?
I used
Now
to
you just,
get a rope
slip a
and
dish just sitting on the toilet.
Just, sitting on
I
just
remember
sneezing.
getting a ski rope and and having my friend pull me in his truck while I was on my skateboard. It was fun.
Yep, yep. But except when where we lived, they had those dang berry trees that always had the seeds in them.
Always
And
had seeds
man, those were
everywhere on
rough.
the sidewalk. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you got to go, like behind a store where they have nice, smooth, tarred roads.
For real.
Baker, absolutely agree. Cleaning cars is a rabbit hole. It really is. There's one that we kind of watch all the time. It's like, man, I really want to clean my car, but I don't.
Buy all
No,
that
for
stuff
real.
to clean my car.
And and I will tell you that I got down the rabbit hole enough where I did buy some of that stuff, and it's
Oh, did you?
I've used it a couple times. It hasn't gone to waste. But
So for Mother's
Tyson,
Day,
you
Candace
mentioned,
was watching a weed burner, like a torch. And she's like, for Mother's Day, I want this. So I got it for her. And I'm like, she's never used it. It's like, but you want, I'm like, Candace.
right.
I've used it. It's really fun.
Speaking of which, there's another something that I recall you mentioning when you were talking about having the balls to do it. I know that you mentioned I want to say it was a couple weeks ago that you're getting real close to your goal for skydiving.
I am. I'm 18 pounds.
Man,
Well, I'm
and
really, really close for me. So it's something that I when I was younger, I've always wanted to do, but I just never did it. And then it's just my wife and I was just like, this if I lose this, because right now it's 250 pounds is in Utah and Moab. There's only a few places in the country you can be 250. Everywhere else is 220. Some places are 200. But there's just like you have to be 250 or you just can't go. And I always think it's
right.
funny because I'm going to have a guy, I'm going to be strapped to his stomach and he's going to be like a little toddler. I'm just going to be backpacking him everywhere we go until we jump out of the plane. But it's going to be fun. I'm actually trying to find you some. And I never thought this would happen, but yeah, I've lost a little over 80 pounds. Here we go.
Well, I remember when you first. Well, I don't know if it was when you first started talking about it, but I remember the first
Yeah,
time
this is
hearing about you talking about it.
yeah. So you can see in
Wow.
2024, that was August on my left right there. Where
Okay.
that was me, and then that was me a couple of weeks ago. So I'm getting
That's
there.
awesome.
I have 18 pounds to go, and so hopefully I'm doing Spartan race in up in Snow Basin in July, in a month from now, and then the High Rocks in September, and hopefully after that I'm there, so that I can go. As soon as I get there, I'm going. So it'll be fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a heck of a goal. And that's I mean, I've dropped a little bit of weight here, and I know Aaron's been working on losing some weight, and he's
Well, you
done
guys look
so as
great.
well.
Yeah, Aaron said he was
It's
30
not
pounds.
easy.
Yeah, about 30 pounds down now.
Yep. Which is
I feel
awesome.
amazing. I feel way better than I have in so long. Just with that little bit off,
I need to sell my my Dixons. I have a bunch of 5Xs. I literally have like 5X Dixons that I got to sell. I'm just like, so I was a big guy.
5X is a little bit big for me now.
Well, it's
Yeah.
pretty big for everyone. I was huge. I was 352,
Yeesh.
6'3",
Right.
and now I'm at a 278-ish. So I'm getting there.
There you go. Well, man,
No,
I'm
not
happy for you.
268-ish.
I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you for that too, because it takes a lot of self discipline and a lot of learning about your body in order to lose that kind of weight and to set that kind of a goal. And like I said, I remember when you first started talking about it, and it seemed like it was so far away, and
So far away.
you're less than 20 pounds away. That's awesome, man.
Mm. It'll be 2
Um,
years in August, so probably a little bit after it'll taken me a little over 2 years, and, uh, yeah, but I think, yeah, I for sure will get it this year. Like, I refuse not to, so even though I
absolutely.
did eat fast food and I'm drinking it's Coke Zero, but it's still
All right. Yep. Yep.
it was on my
uh,
after the gym. What's up,
Cowboy
Cowboy?
up, sis. Appreciate you being here. Hope everything's going well with you over there at the Couch Clan over there. This ABC teacher, appreciate you coming in. But yeah, let's see, tequila, gunpowder. Don't need anything else.
It is
You know
good.
what I'm talking about, yeah. J Farm, appreciate you coming in. We got yeah, and again, guys, if we missed you guys coming in, it's not intentional, but we do appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. If you wouldn't mind, if you haven't remembered to do so, hit that thumbs up on your way in. It's greatly appreciated. Aaron, do you got anything for Tyson? Well, I'm kind of looking around here. I got some things I'm trying to find here. So.
Not right offhand, no. Do you? I really like the hats that you wear. Do you sell them on your website or no?
So I am working with 2 companies right now to decide who I want to go with, because Dad Bods is going to go through it, and so is Copper John's. And so I use the melon hats because they fit my head. I have a huge head,
Right, right.
and so I am going to be working with. They're both Utah companies, and so one's print on demand, kind of, and then the one you have to fulfill. Like you have to buy
Okay.
100 plus shirts and then buy them from them, then sell it. That's hard because you need money up front, but also like you can't really. Okay, I sold all the larges, but now I have all these mediums. You know what I mean? So we're
Mhm.
debating on what we want to do, but that's kind of why we decided to do the copper or the Dad Bods line, and pay some of the portion of the proceeds to Dad Bods because it's a Dad Bods line, and to be able to get the things we need to be able to grow and get the merch that we want and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of why we're doing this right now, and also to help us maybe travel when we start doing these lives, if we don't have any type of do these shows, if we don't have any like sponsorships up at first. And so it's just kind of like, yeah, we want to be able to go see people, we want to go do that. So yeah, hats are in the works. It's just I actually have an appointment with the lady a couple days ago, or a couple of days from now. So
Nice.
Nice. And that's for the Dad Bods and Beards line as well, correct?
yes, it's for both.
Okay,
and
awesome.
and we have a lot of stuff in the works. We actually kind of want to be bringing in good stuff, bringing in stuff that's a little bit of humor, a little satire. But like I love my Dixons. I really do. I just right now I keep getting smaller, so I don't want to spend the money to be able to buy it and then it doesn't fit me. But we're going to be bringing in a lot of
Mhm.
upper end clothes as well as some lower end and some stuff like that. So it's not just going to
Awesome.
be gimmicky stuff. It's going to be like, hey, little Dad Bods and Beards on your flannel type of thing. So
Nice. Definitely let us know when that stuff starts breaking through. 'Cause, we love supporting people and we love supporting businesses that we believe in, and
I appreciate
and
that.
projects that we believe in, and that's awesome. Question from Miss K here. I've heard the origin story about Dad Bods and Beards, but I don't know if I've ever heard the Copper John's origin story.
So I have a 5 minute, 6 minute video on my YouTube that talks about kind of the origin story of Copper Johns. But with that, I can tell them if you want me to. It's up to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I grew up playing football. I grew up playing sports. Played college, and I was thinking, okay, I have all these kids. They're all gonna want to do the sports. I'll be their coach. I'll get to hang out with them. And my oldest son played football for a little bit. Was his coach. Had so much fun, but he got out of it because he was really into theater. And he's done movies. I mean, he was in Hereditary. He's been in a lot of Disney shows. And but he just one time said, "Hey, Dad, will you audition with me. And so I auditioned, and I've done 28 shows with him now, professional shows where we get paid and stuff. It's really fun. But the first show was called Oliver, and I was Bill Sykes. I was the bad guy. I didn't. That was the first show I've ever done. It was a big. I'm like, what? Like I scared all the parents to the point where they had to come make sure I wasn't really going to hurt their kids. I mean, I was like, I guess I play a good bad guy. But they asked me to grow a beard. Never knew how to grow a beard. I didn't know I could. It was never a thing for me, and I grew it, and I started itching like crazy. And I'm allergic to grapeseed. I'm allergic
Okay.
to there's certain things in I don't know what it is, but grapeseed just makes my skin burn, makes my hair fall out. Like they used to do suspension in testosterone, and I would get of grapeseed, and I would get a shot, and it would make the shot where it was a huge goose egg for a good 3 or 4 days. Like I'm just allergic to it.
Wow.
Wow.
So everything that was in the stores at the time was all grapeseed esque, and I just couldn't use it. And so I decided, I have 5 degrees. I can figure this out. And it took me a second, and I started making my own stuff. And I started just loving the creation of it. I loved, um, just loved everything about it, but also I loved how I looked. I noticed at a moment I started growing my beard, I had more confidence. I had
Mhm.
more, like I started looking at my wife a little bit more because I wasn't so timid about how I looked. I didn't know I had any type of issue that way. I always thought just this is, you're married, like, hey, you're a little shy away or something. But as soon as I grew a beard, I had a lot more pride in myself and how I appeared.
Wow.
And as I started taking care of it, so the same thing. And so when COVID hit, I was still at the Air Force. I still am now, and I was deemed vital, and so I worked during COVID, but my wife wasn't, and we got those checks from the government, and we were meeting with an ecclesiastical. Holy crap, I can't say the word. Tell me what the word is. Religious leader, ecclesiastical.
Yeah, that.
What? I
Oh
can't say the
man.
word.
I know what you're talking about. I can't say it either.
But
No.
we were meeting with a church leader, and just because Candace was thinking going back to school to become a nurse, and I had just got done finishing teaching college because I decided I didn't want to do that anymore, and so I teach up at Hill, and anyway, keys the last. I still can't say it. Okay, you can spell it all you want. But anyway, he's just said, if not now, when? Basically. And so what do we want to do? And then we got that. We've always wanted to have our own business. We wanted to have the freedom. And little did we know what we would get ourselves into. But we decided to just jump in head first, and we started a company. And that's our motto from the get-go: is be proud of who you are. Because I noticed how much more better I felt about myself, about taking care of myself. And because I did this, and it just was like a continually just motivation to continue bettering yourself just from that. And so um yeah, that's kind of how it started. And then I just love the people from before we even started. And we always did like Instagram and YouTube were big during COVID because nothing was new, and
Right.
people needed new
Right.
and fresh. And so we literally, even Gary was in here. I saw Gary. We all the owners and everyone would just jump on Instagram, and we would do a 4-way call on Instagram,
Mhm.
and we would just sit there for hours and just talk, and it was just so much fun. And so we did a lot of that, and so that's kind of why I started. It's just because we wanted to do something special. We wanted to help people. We wanted to do something that was meaningful for us, um, and also be able to eventually help our family better, be better than what we were. And we're still working on that. But if someone asked me if with everything we've gone through, would I do it again? Absolutely. I would change a few things, but I've learned a ton. I've grown a lot. I mean, Dad Bods wouldn't be here if I didn't start it. There's a lot of things that wouldn't be here if I didn't start Copper John. So I'm grateful for it.
Right. And I think that's one of the things that was so surprising. And when I first started growing my beard out for the second time, a lot of people already know that story. And I was telling Aaron and the family that I was considering doing a YouTube channel and things like that. Ecclesiastical. Yep, there you go.
Ecclesiastical. There you go. Thank you, Tony. Ecclesiastical. I don't know why that was so hard today. I've said it a million times.
Yeah, I get it. I think one of the things that surprised me so much when I started getting into um, beard oils and small batch and started, really thinking about it, just growing a beard was really that stepping stone for me to self-care. And I didn't
Yeah.
even see it coming, honestly. Started taking care of the beard, and then I started getting the confidence that, hey, it's looking good. I feel better with it. And how much that just kind of snowballs into self-care in general, even into the mental health aspect of self-care. Um, and Aaron came up, I believe it was last year. He's coming up on his year. Where he was talking to me about growing out his beard, and we had talked to Dad about growing out his beard. He's going to be coming up on his year here really soon too. And I remember going over there and talking to Dad about how to use the oils and the butters and the things like that, and how to use the beard washes, and just to see the self confidence on his face when he popped out of the shower and he had all the had the oils in, and he was feeling really good about it. We took him down to get the first initial shaping trim after a few months of growth, just to kind of get that shape. It's amazing to see what something as simple as growing a beard can snowball into. Oh, I send until amazing scent before you get more. Yep.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's just a starting point. And then everything just, it just steamrolls on. It's just like, it's so much fun. It's so much fun to see, like, okay, so Viking Papa, Jeff. So we all had to talk him into doing a beard competition. He's like, I probably won't do it. I'm going to go support. I'm like, dude, go. It's like it's about supporting a nonprofit organization. Usually, it's for veterans, and veterans
Mhm.
do need help. And there's a lot of stuff there that we could do to help. And I'm like, just go have fun. They're not. I mean, they're judging you, but they're not judging you. Like, just go
Right.
have fun. And,
Right.
and to see the confidence he had when I think he took second that first time, and then he's been going back and back because it's just fun. It's just like there's little things that if you just because of your beard, it gives you a little bit more confidence to do something,
Mhm.
and then as steamrolls, and then all of a sudden it builds momentum, and all of a sudden you're doing things like
Right.
jumping out of airplane in a couple of months. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
never in my life did I thought I was going to die early. I always told my wife I'll be in my 50s or 60s when I die. Now I don't think that's the case, but it's just like because I have beard, I it, it I don't it's freaking weird if you think about it. It's just I grew a freaking beard for a play. I started a company,
Right.
started a podcast. Now I'm on this YouTube live with Aaron and Dave, and we're talking about men's mental health. It's just like the world is just. It's just you start taking care of yourself. You just want to help other people.
Absolutely. And that's
Right.
what it's about. Man, I think Miss K's coming up with the deep questions tonight. Tyson, in your own words, why are the acts of self-care so important for mental health?
Why are acts of self care so important? Um. Okay, so I just did a post today, and I'm trying to think because it had a lot to do with that. Um, when you are working on yourself, how do I put this? This is a really good question. There's so much going on in my mind. Um,
Mhm.
we are so critical on ourselves. There's so much self-deprecation on ourselves. 90% of the words that we think, we have 60,000 words that run through our head on a daily basis. 90% of that is subconscious, and then 60 or 70% of that is negative. When you begin to work on yourself, you don't allow those negative thoughts to come in. When you're at the gym, you don't have time to think about those negative things. You start to see the positive things in your life. You start looking at the things that are going well instead of the bad when you start working on yourself. When you start working at yourself, you stop looking at the world as a victim and rather than as a conqueror. Like, I am seeing this $20 I just lost and I just found on the ground instead of walking past because, oh, that's someone else's. Like, you start just seeing the world in a different way. If that makes sense. It's just like it just steamrolls. I just like you start working on yourself. I never thought I would take my shirt off, especially show on a thing and say, "Hey, yeah, that's me. I'm not embarrassed anymore. It just is what it is. This
Right.
is who I am." Even if I was big, I'm like, I don't care anymore because I'm secure with who I am. And when you start working on yourself, there are so many emotions that I've learned. Like, all the emotions. Like, I just did a reel about jealousy. That is an emotion. Shame, it's an emotion. And so instead of trying to fight those, like stress and anxiety and shame and guilt is a good one, but you just let them pass. You try to understand them. And if you're working on yourself, you start to realize that, okay, I have a lot of shame for this, and shame is telling me something, and I just need to learn about it, love it, say thank you, I don't need you, and let it go. Because there's
Right.
guilt. Guilt will tell you I made a mistake and I can move on from this. This isn't who I am, and where shame says you suck, you can't get better. And so as you work on yourself, you realize you're not the person you've been telling yourself your whole life. Long answer. That's just what I think.
It's an amazing answer. You know, it's there's something about getting in the habit of self-care. Um, you know, if you're not careful, you learn to love yourself again. You learn that it's worth loving yourself. And
Hey,
it's
some
one of those
gross.
things that changed things for me.
I uh, this is being open and vulnerable
Hmm.
and honest. I would hide away from my wife. If I was getting in the shower, I would lock the door. I wouldn't let her see me. Like, I was freaking embarrassed. Now I'm just like, hello. You know what I mean? I'm just like, it's just when you start working on yourself, the confidence comes and you don't care what other people think because you
Right.
know who you are. You know 100% who you are, and you know that that matters. It doesn't matter who Joe Schmo down the street cares. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You need to live your life with according to who you are, not to someone who tells you who you need to be. And so I don't know. I think that's where true happiness comes is you live your values to who you are rather than living someone else's values and who they think you should be.
Right. Absolutely agree. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway. Get one of the giveaways out of the way now, because I do want to do a little bit of a segue. Got some things that I think if I point that way, Aaron has some things he wants to talk about. Wants to kind of celebrate tonight, and we're going to go ahead and bring that in. Take a little bit of a segue, and then we'll get back into it
Perfect.
here. Let me go
I'll
ahead
talk
and
about whatever you
see.
need, man.
Let me go ahead and remove this one. Stop that one, and then I'm going to share screen. Let's go
The
ahead
new
and do
cologne that I'm
this.
using. Dude, it smells so good. Haven't used it today.
All right, guys, we are going to do. Let's see. Let's do the Father's Guide to Mental Health book. We're going to go ahead and do this one first, and hashtag awareness. Get those hashtags in, and this will be for um, the book from Tyson, The Father's Guide to Mental Health. Amazing book, guys. Hashtag awareness. And we're probably just going to go ahead and continue to roll the hashtag awareness. So this will be for all three giveaways. So let's go ahead and get those in. Going to go ahead and wait for a few. We do have 33 people in here. I believe I saw it all the way up
Yeah,
to
I will say
37,
that there's 12
which is
people.
awesome.
There's 12 men that wrote in this book, including Vinny P. And I did that on purpose because all of us go through different situations in our life, and I wanted from all different professions, all different landscapes, all different lives. And Vinny's is very, very intense. And so, if you guys ever, if you read it, what I did is I told everyone, okay, this is their story, and they wrote it. They wrote it themselves, so I didn't adjust anything. Of course, so if there's any errors, that's because they wrote it, not me. And then from there, I kind of dissected it and said, this is what to learn, and this is why you need to learn it. And then at the very end of every chapter, I did kind of a questionnaire and kind of a workbook type of thing. So, but Vinny is intense, I will tell you that. But there's a lot of them. Logan's is intense.
Right. And it's there's so much to learn from it. I think that's what surprises me. I am on my second run through the book, and it's kind of one of those when you read it and then start to read it again, you pull something out. I don't want to say that you missed something out of it. It's kind of like, okay, well, that resonates a little bit more with me now than it did the first time I read it.
Yeah.
And it really is an amazing book. It's an amazing guide. And, it's not just a book, it's a guide. And so I've been kind of hearing through the grapevine, Tyson, that you have a second book that you're currently working on, correct?
I do. It's done. I just have to figure
Is
out.
it
I need to have an editor look at it and kind of adjust accordingly. But it's about not feeling guilty about taking care of yourself. Because I feel like a
okay?
lot of men, we don't take care of ourselves because we put ourselves last. And so I feel like if we put ourselves first, your whole life will change for the better. All your relationships, your money, everything will change differently when you put yourself first, and give yourself that time. And so it's 10 chapters, and it's all about making yourself a priority and not feeling guilty about it.
Right. And I think there is a guilt to that at times,
Oh, it's a
and
huge amount of guilt. I still get it sometimes.
right. I think we're so used to taking care of things and having that on our plate that I don't know. I don't know if it's that we just don't find the time, or we just don't know that
We
it's
don't
as
prioritize the
important as it
time.
is. Right.
We don't prioritize the time to do it. Like, I have now prioritized my time. I give myself an hour and a half a day to be at the gym and do what I need to do. But because of that, I have more energy to go on a hike with my kids instead of just sitting in front of a TV, or I have time to go hang out on a date night with my wife, and instead of stressing. Like, I used to be here in the lab until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, I still work here and I still do late nights. Um, but because I take care of myself mentally and physically and all this stuff, like, we're doing amazing. And all my relationships are so much better. And it's just I feel like a lot of people feel guilty, including myself, about taking time to take care of yourself. And so it's a reason, I think. So that's the book. That's what it's about. I'm excited. Like I said, I just need to figure out if it's ready or not. It's done, but I think it was just the first draft, and so I'm probably going to adjust. So it's probably a couple months away still, but yeah, I enjoy writing these. I think it helps, and I feel like I've helped people. So, and I've helped
It,
myself.
it does help. I firmly believe that, and I'm really looking forward to that one coming up. Miss Gay had another question. Tyson, any new episodes on Built with Purpose on the horizon?
You're the first person who asked, so I kind of stopped because it didn't really gain any traction. I have Jessica. I have a couple other guys who said they would like to be on it if I continue doing it. Jessica is if you listen to our podcast, she's the one who brought me Kyle Kilo Singh, the Hawaii's Most Wanted. That was a 2 episoder where that was a very Very powerful episode. If you guys haven't listened to that one, I highly recommend. He was ranked number 4 behind Tiger Woods in golf in high school in the amateurs, and he got a little too full of himself, got addicted to drugs, and got sent to prison or sent to jail, escaped jail to go get a fix from his, and then because of that he went to high, what is it called? High security or whatever prison.
Maximum security.
That's how he got the Wise Most Wanted, because he escaped jail, and then that's kind of where his life changed. And it's brutal what he went through. It's hard to listen to, but yeah, for sure, Stanley. But yeah, it's one of those powerful ones. She brought me that, and so I and she brought me a couple other people, and she helps run Stand for Kind. It's a nonprofit organization, and that does a lot of public speaking to people who are struggling. So we did a keynote there for first responders and doctors and stuff who have to deal with hardships every day, because I think people forget that military, they deal with it occasionally and it's fast. The first responders deal with it every day, and they see crap every day. And
Right.
so they do a lot of stuff with that, and so it's a nonprofit, and so I'm bringing her on eventually if we do it again, and then there's a few others. Yeah, so yeah, if that's something you guys want, I'd love to do it. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
really, I seemed like I was wasting everyone's time.
No, I don't think it was a waste of time at all. And sometimes these things take a little bit of time to grab that traction. And
Yeah.
if there's anything we can do to help, definitely let us know. Aaron, do you have something? Thought I heard you in the background there.
No.
Oh, okay.
I actually bought two books and gave one to my buddy. I think I read most of it on the Kindle because I think it was free on the Kindle for a little while. But I have one of them that's in really good condition. I'm going to put it in my shelf over here. I gave one to my buddy, and he read through it and liked it. So it's definitely a good book.
I appreciate it. What's up, Chris?
Chris, welcome back in. Donnie, I think we might have missed you earlier. Appreciate you coming in, brother.
Donnie's a good
All right,
dude.
guys. So
he's been like very, very loyal to Copper Johns and me.
Right. Yep. There's so many great people that are in this chat right now that are that have been amazing. Not just to the Bearded Kin or Beyond the Beard or Born Bearded or even Aaron, but to the community as a whole. There's some great people, and I feel blessed to know so many of these people that are in the community, and I can't thank you guys enough for being here. We got Fleecy, appreciate you being here. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and mark that, and let's go ahead and do this first giveaway.
Perfect.
As soon as I find the... All right. We got 24 entries, guys. Got about another 5 seconds for hashtag awareness, and this is for The Father's Guide to Mental Health, Tyson's book. If you guys win anything in here tonight, send me and Kay your information, and we will get that sent out to you. All of my socials are in the link tree that's pinned to the top of the comments here. If not, then let's send some smoke signals. We'll figure out a way to get a hold of you. All right. So good luck, everybody. 24 entries for the book. And here we go. Let's see.
I can answer Kay's question when it's time. I actually have a really good answer for that.
Miss ABC Teacher. Congratulations. I believe this is Sarah. She is a friend of the family. And
fun.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
I hope you enjoy it.
Congratulations on the book. And let's go ahead and Aaron, just we'll get her information, get that sent out to her. I was being put on the schedule for Wednesdays a lot back then. This should be off. I love Built with Purpose. Yeah. Let's see. Let me get caught up here a little bit. Good. Just started playing golf again. How amazing it feels to be on a course and take a breath for yourself, right?
Oh, for real. I love that.
Kyle's episodes were heavy, but really amazing to listen to, right?
For real, like crazy heavy. The first episode we didn't talk. The second episode, that's when we started asking questions. But holy crap, she's not joking.
Right. I really like Built with Purpose too. That I got tied up with other projects. Right.
Well,
We
maybe I'll
love
bring him
Tyson.
back.
We absolutely do.
We love
Absolutely
you.
do. Summers, appreciate you, brother. It's been a little bit since we've been seeing you, man. It's good to see you in. Tyson, so you obviously right. Can we assume you journal some too? If so, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the impact of it. Any tips for people who never have?
Yeah. So two things, 100% I do. I do two of them. I do one for me. It's a gratitude journal. I write 10 things I'm grateful for a day in my notes. And Logan and I, it hasn't been up. We haven't posted this one yet. It's with our number 2. It's the second time we've had them on with Jay and Woody, and we're doing a 75-day challenge, so 75 hard, but it's a gratitude journal, 10 things that we're grateful for and why. And so I do that. But Logan mentioned one time, and he never went up with it. He's like, I'm going to write in a journal and talk about the things that I love about my wife and what she did the day before. And so for the past 3 months, I wrote in a journal every day about the things I see my wife do that amaze me on every day. And what's funny is I have noticed my relationship with my wife is so much stronger, and I see things that I took for granted because I'm looking for them. So that I can tell her, and so I'm going to give her this journal on our anniversary, which is in November, um, and it might be two journals now, but it's what I've noticed is as I am grateful, and that's why I do my wins every Friday with you guys, is that I
Mhm.
feel like our lives can be what we make it. Our lives can be hard no matter what. You and I and everyone is going through crap. It's just part of life. That's just what happens. That
Right.
things we don't have, like illnesses and loss of jobs. There's certain things that we can't control gas prices. We can't.
Right.
It's
I wish I
you're right.
could.
We can't control. I know there's certain things we just that it's out of our control that just happen to us. But we can have wins and we can be grateful for things. And as you specifically start to look for those things, you start to notice more and more wins. You start to notice more and more things you're grateful for. Like my wife, I'm starting to notice the little things that she does all the time. And because of that, I recognize that. And my wife actually said the other day, she's like, something's different. Like, what is it, Tyson? What is I'm like, I'm sexy. No, but she's she doesn't know anything. She's not watching this. But I'm just like, I see you. I didn't say that, but I'm like, I don't know what it is. I just love you and I just appreciate everything you're doing. But in my mind, I'm like, I see you. I don't think I've ever seen you like this. And it's because I'm writing a journal so that I can show her that I see her, if that makes sense.
That's awesome.
So it's really opened my eyes, and so I'm doing that for myself, and I'm doing that for her, and it really just it just makes it different. I don't know if that makes sense. It just
And
changes your perspective in life. Rather than looking at all the negative, you're looking at the positive and the things that is happening to you and with you.
and I think that's actually a very powerful thing for the relationship. I That's a great idea. I think that might be something that me and Kale start doing as well. Um, yeah, because I mean, there's so many different aspects to journaling that's hard to kind of it's hard to figure out exactly what to write about sometimes, and that it's getting that starting point to the journaling that's hard sometimes.
So, can I get a little religious without getting religious?
Sure,
So my dad,
Aaron, I think you're muted.
they're very active in the Christian faith, and so am I. And I was talking to my dad once, and I'm like, Dad, it's like you read in the Bible and you see all these miracles, and I'm like, you don't hear about those miracles anymore. He's like, yes, you do. They're just in everyone's journals. And you think about it, that's what the Bible is just everyone's journals. And so I think that, like
Right.
the things that are happening to you that you're grateful for, that you're it's just like, wow, thank you. As you start to write them and as you start to notice them, that's basically the scriptures. And it's just, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it makes sense to me. And when he talked to me
Yep.
about that, it's like those miracles
Absolutely.
still do happen. They're just not published.
Right.
Real quick, we're gonna do a quick little segue, because there's something that's come up this last week or so of a young man that I'm extremely proud of. We're gonna let Aaron kind of talk about this. Some of you guys have seen him pop in on Aaron's video there from time to time, but I really want to give a shout out to this young man. And this is Matthew. This is Aaron's oldest son, my nephew.
Yep.
And just
Oh,
kind of
cool.
want to let Aaron talk about him real quick and what he's accomplished.
So Matthew it's graduation week for our area, and Matthew graduated, or how to celebrate. Well, I'll still call it graduation because it's what it is for me. He graduated 7th and 8th grade with a 4.0 for both years.
Oh,
He's
wow.
got an award for MESA, which is mechanical. Let me see, let's see if I can get the right words for it. The word is Mathematics, Engineering, Science, and Achievement Award. He was one of 2 people that had the sash. That his teacher also had said to us that while he was in 7th grade, she would have taken him to Catalina Island as a 7th grader if she could have gotten away with it because she liked him that much then. He obviously went this year, for 3 days as an 8th grader. He got another one of 2 people that got this again. It's from Mesa, and he got very few. I think it was maybe 40 students out of 600 that got the achievement for
300.
4.0 for both years, and he is really pushing. I'm really proud of him. He's really pushing his education. He wants to go to Ivy League. He wants to go like Harvard. I think Harvard is his first choice. He wants to try MIT. He's a smart kid, and I think he can do it. And I
Absolutely.
just
That's
wanted to
so cool. That's a lot
congratulate
of work.
him, and he signed up for summer school himself. We didn't even sign him up. He already signed up for summer school to take, I believe, Spanish 1, so he can get that out of the way. And he has all honors classes for his freshman year. So
Wow.
It kind
That
of
is
walk
way
up to you with the paper. Hey, Dad, sign this. Don't need to read it. Just sign it.
well, but me and the wife just found out yesterday that he's already signed himself up for Spanish 1 at summer school. I'm like, okay, because we hadn't gotten anything about it. So, and he just told us, yeah, I already got approved, and I'm like, okay, awesome.
All right, guys, and I got one other photo that I'm going to
Good
go
for
ahead
you.
and pull up.
Good for you, Aaron. Good for you, Alicia.
Right, and I'm very proud of him. He's I've been telling Aaron, I said, man, I wish we would have done as well as he's doing in school, and I'm very proud of
Me
him.
too.
Yeah,
And
no kidding, right?
I would have
a lot of you
student
guys. So we have Matthew take a photo with somebody else that you guys know in here with Papa Sofa, and you guys are going to get to see a little bit of a the progress of his beard over this last year, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that up for you guys. That is Papa Sofa on
Oh.
the right side there with the USMC shirt.
It's even longer than mine.
So he's almost at a year.
He's almost had a year.
He's almost at a year. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's a good looking beard.
Yeah. It is an awesome beard, and we're going to see about getting him back onto the show at some point, guys, just to be able to say hi to you guys and just kind of hang out and visit with everybody. So, Aaron, if Matthew is watching, if he's not watching, just let him know how proud of him we are of him, and thank you guys for kind of going along with that, and kind of showing him that there's there's good things that happen with hard work, and it's amazing. It really is. Let's go ahead and get back into this a little bit. Unless you got anything else you'd like to bring up, Aaron?
Oh yeah, well, even my youngest, he got pretty
Yeah,
good scores in second grade. I think
How
one
many
of the
kids
things
do you have?
two. I have one 13 and one 7. And he's my 7-year-old's just finished up second grade, and from what his scores showed and what his teacher was telling us, he's reading at a 4th grade level.
Nice.
So
Right
he's
I'm
doing
almost
really
there.
well as well.
And a couple more
That's
years,
good
I'll
for
be at
him.
that 4th grade reading level. Just a
For
couple more
real.
years for me.
I can't say ecclesiastical.
Ecclesiastical.
Same.
Very bright boys.
Yeah, they're really a lot smarter than I ever was at their age.
Right.
You're doing something right, you and your wife.
Absolutely. Very proud of those boys. And man, it's one of those, you start coming up to the end of the year, you start kind of getting excited to see what kind of accomplishments they made for that year, and it's always exciting to see it. So Matthew, Christopher, love you, and I'm very proud of you guys. So Summers asked, Aaron, does he like Harry Potter? I just seen the new series drop about one of the Harry Potter brothers.
They did like watching it. I've been trying to get Matthew to read it, but I think by the time we suggested to read it, he didn't want to read it. So because we suggested it, he didn't want to do it. We do have some of the live action books that my wife bought for him. He just hasn't opened them up yet. I think Christopher's probably going to be the first person to read them. When he gets to the point where he wants to read something like that, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And remember, guys, if you're just now coming in, it is #awareness. We're coming up on an hour and 22 minutes, so we're probably going to wrap this up here in just a little bit. Man, when you get some really good conversation going with somebody like Tyson, the time just flies by. And
Sorry.
there's
I talk a lot.
No. You know what? It's good though, because you're able to break out conversation where even I have issues kind of breaking out conversation sometimes. I'm still getting used to this whole YouTube thing. I know Aaron is as well.
Dude, you and Aaron are killing it. Like, you're killing it.
We're definitely working on it, and there's so much out there that gives us food for thought, and we're just trying to do something a little bit different. We're trying to jog the minds, make people think, and do what we can to better the community and better bring awareness to men's mental health and how important that it is. And it's been great having you on, Tyson. I think we're going to go ahead and Tyson, do you want to go ahead and do the sin of the month, or do you want to talk about the sin of the month for this one before we do the giveaway?
We've gotten really good reviews on this. Who've gotten it? We just released it on the 1st. It's Ocean City. It's bright. I'll just say that it's very bright, and so it's gotten everyone's in their top 2 or 3. Everyone's first one is usually Maroon Bells. Is it Maroon Bells? Everyone's favorite.
Maroon Bells was really good. I like Maroon Bells, but I think one of my favorites was Pensacola.
No, it was Glacier Park is everyone's favorite. Glacier's Park, Pensacola, okay. Glacier's Park, and then mine was Jacob's Beach. I love Jacob's Beach.
Yeah.
But then but this is something very unique. It's very, I don't know. Who said it? David, Bearded Looney Tunes. Basically, this is kind of like a really like almost barbershop-esque type of scent. Anyway, I really, really like it. So if you feel like you like it and you want to grab it, I only have, I think, 40-ish left. Out of like almost 200, so we're getting there. And if I sell it earlier, then I'll bring in more. But yeah, that's good.
All right. A
Devil's
little
Lake.
bit of a testimonial here. Tyson, I have a friend that lost his son due to suicide, and he is truly beating himself up bad. I lent him your book, and it is helping him out. On the Rocks is my favorite scent. Yeah, and it's things like that. You know, you don't know what kind of impact that a book like this can have. You don't know the impact of what your story can mean to somebody, guys, and that's why it's so important.
No, first, I'm sorry to hear that, man. And secondly, I highly, highly recommend he goes talks to someone because it's not his fault.
Absolutely. Right.
It's mental health. It gets us all. Gets us all. What's funny
Right.
is it's not funny at all. It's really sad. Is Facebook Meta just lost a lawsuit because they had a whistleblower come out. There was 19 pages that was internal documentation from Facebook, from Meta, saying that we are going after the women and the children with their insecurities. And so with men, it's usually women and sports. And for women, it's usually for weight loss and for insecurities of how they look. And because of that, it's really messing up a lot of people's mental health. And so you'll see a lot of women who are going through a lot of eating disorders. They're going through a lot of self-deprecation things and a lot of suicides simply because of that. And so Meta just lost a ton of money because of it, and rightfully so. But
Right.
it's not his fault. There's so many freaking outside forces that are coming after our children. So many outside forces, and they're coming after us. And so
Right.
definitely have him go talk to someone and the right person, because you can go see someone who's a therapist and he might not be the right person for you or her. So you might have to see 20 therapists before you see the right one.
Yep. And I agree. It is vile, and I agree with that as well, Tyson. Guys, we talk about seeking therapy and things like that. But it's like Tyson just said. If you are not vibing with that therapist, find another therapist, because you will find one that you do vibe with, and one that's willing to work with you to help you. I don't think there's a therapist that's worth their salt that would ever get upset that you didn't jive with them and you needed to find another therapist. So make sure to find the right one for you. Don't stay in a situation where it's uncomfortable to where you're like, okay, you know what? If this is therapy, then I don't want it. No, you need to find the right therapist for you.
100%. It took my daughter 7 times to find the right therapist for her. Luckily for me, it took me 1 time. But he was like, "Hey, so this was a test for both of us, and I feel like we vibe." He's like, "What do you feel?" And I'm like, "Oh, we 100% do." But not all therapists are going to be like that. But definitely, just if you're not comfortable talking to the person, he's not the right or she's not the right person. It should be almost immediate.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and do our second poll. This
Well,
one
hold
will
on.
be for oh, go ahead, Aaron.
There's some people that didn't join because of they already had the book. So if you haven't put your awareness in, put it in now so you can win one of the Scent of the Months from Copper Jones.
Yep, that's going to be #awareness. Let me see here. Now, how do I go back to just the beginning? Do I push? Every time I click, it's always a wrong button. So let me see. Yep, wrong button. All right,
And
guys, I'm going to go
Alicia,
ahead.
you say you constantly see ads for weight loss. So that will be changing here shortly. But if you do see those and you don't want them, just say ignore or not interested. There's a lot of things where you can actually train your algorithm with what you want to see. And so just make sure, like for me, like I don't see anything inappropriate anymore. I just see hoofs. No, but and Traeger
All right,
stuff.
guys.
But you just
Right.
train your algorithm just saying I don't want to see this anymore, and hit those 3 dots on the top right, and it will stop showing you those. So if that's something you don't want to see, like there's sometimes you'll see inappropriate things that somehow get on there. You can just simply say not interested.
Awesome. And guys, so yeah, I did hit the wrong button. I knew I was going to, but everybody, hashtag awareness is going to re-enter you into the giveaway. So make sure to put in hashtag awareness. I apologize. One of these days, I will figure out which is the right button to push just to put it back to this page. But today's not the day, and tomorrow's not looking good either. So, so we're all right, guys.
You have to work tonight?
I do have to work this evening. So after the show, I'm going to go ahead and probably grab a bite to eat, relax a little bit, and yeah, that's okay. I kind of took from Tuesday through Saturday off. So I'll be off for 5 days. I go back on Father's Day. Remember, guys, we have Father's Day coming up on Sunday as well. While we're waiting for people to go ahead and enter, remember, guys, you do need to be present to win, and hashtag awareness. Tuesday on Beyond the Beard, we have a special guest coming in as well. Somebody we haven't seen in a little while, but I had a phone conversation with him the other day, and it was absolutely great to hear from him. So on Tuesday, we have Justin Summers coming in on Tuesday for Beyond the Beard. And then on Saturday, we have Mike Brewer for Saturday's show, guys.
That'll be fun.
All right, guys. So we're going to give it just another few seconds here. We have 23 entries. I think we had 26 last time. So if you have not entered, please make sure to enter. And this is for Copper John Scent of the Month giveaway oil. All right. All right, guys, about another 10 seconds here. And I'm going to go ahead and pull for the Copper John Scent of the Month oil giveaway.
And if you win, just email me info@CopperJohnsBeard with that, and so that I know with all your info, so that I can get it sent out to you early next week.
And that'll be for this one, guys. The other two, me and Kay will cover. So for this one, if you want to get a hold of Tyson, and if you don't have Tyson or for whatever reason, just let us know. We'll make sure to get that info out to him. But for the first one and the last one, get a hold of me and Kay, because we'll be shipping those out directly to you. But for this one, all right, we're gonna go ahead and draw, and I'm gonna shush. All right, good luck, everybody. Got 23 entries. Kenny Big Shoe.
Kenny, congrats.
Okay.
Kenny,
I
congratulations.
Alicia for a second there.
Let's see. Congratulations, Kenny. I'm sure he is still in the house. We recently pulled these, so. See, Romy, I'm planning on taking my dad and mom and one of my sisters to the park on Father's Day and doing a charcoal dinner.
That sounds really good.
We use gas regularly, so this will be a good treat. Yeah, you know what? We haven't used charcoal in a while. But you know
that's
what?
what I mean. It
One
sounds
thing,
really good.
if there's one thing that I love more on charcoal than anything else, and that's burgers. You know, I gotta have, burgers just taste so much better on charcoal for me, in my opinion.
I agree.
And I feel that food segue coming. Congrats, Kenny. Did we see Kenny? Yep, we did. There you go. Appreciate you, brother. And Kenny, appreciate all your support, brother, and everybody in this live stream tonight. Dave, thank you so much for the invite. We're very excited and
that'll be fun.
Stoked to be on. All right, guys. So we got one more. This one is going to be for the. Let me see if I can.
Sounded like the Nickelodeon song.
Nickelodeon. That's what I was thinking too.
Yep. All right, that's my brain. That's my brain kind of, figuring things out here. All right, guys. So this next giveaway, the final giveaway for the evening,
I didn't even know I had
going to be
a review on those yet.
Yep, I definitely got to get the grit and grace in there. I'm going to be putting that probably in beard this evening. Man, you guys are not going to be upset at these oils at all. I'm willing to bet there's at least 2 in there for each of that everybody's going to love. So we're going to be giving away all 3: the Quiet Storm, the Old Fashioned, and the Grit and Grace. So make sure to get a hold of me or Miss K for this one, and we will go ahead
Penny,
and
just send me
pull
a
that
message.
one.
I will forget. 100% I will forget.
All right, guys. So this one is for the 3-pack. Let me show it. Still getting used to this switching screens thing, guys. So good luck, everybody. And here we go.
Summers, it means a lot, man. Thank you.
Balahar.
Balahar.
Very nice. Send us your
Yeah, she gave
info
me a
and
little
we'll get
review
that
on
out to you.
her channel. It was really nice of her.
That's it. Yeah, she's been a big supporter lately of other companies, small batch companies and stuff.
She's doing
too,
it right.
So.
I'm not gonna lie. She's doing it right.
Yep.
Like
She is. I mean,
that's what I did right at the very beginning too. It's like you when you're just trying to kind of support and love everyone and just show them that, hey, we all can be friends. I love it. I love what she's doing. She's doing it right.
right. I mean, there's. I like that the companies are sharing each other, and a lot of small batch companies are sharing each other's info, sharing each other's reels and things like that. It just kind of shows that it's not just the people that are here in the community, it's the business owners, it's the content creators, it's the people that are in the chat. Yeah, it's what's creating this amazing community. So
Yeah.
and yeah, Veronica, just go ahead and send us the info of where you would like that shipped. I do currently have that, so we'll probably be able to get that out on, I would say, Monday morning. Just yeah, let us
Her
know.
name's Veronica.
That is Veronica from Valhar.
Okay, I didn't know her name.
Yep.
Oh God.
Yep. All right, guys. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and close that down. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being here today, for joining in and having this discussion. I hope that you enjoyed our guest as much as we did. Tyson, would you like to close with anything tonight?
I think I've talked a lot. I appreciate you guys and for having me on. Appreciate you guys pushing, just helping other people. I think that's extremely important. I think uh, I think when we're real, 100% real, and authentic, and we're ourselves, it really helps connect other people and let them know that what you're going through is what they're going through, and that we're not that different, and what we can conquer all this. And so it's just like I appreciate you two just being real. That's why I think that's why Bitter Respect talking about Michael right there. That's why they do so well. It's because they're real.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when you are your true self, it helps resonate and helps get your message out there the most. So keep doing what you're doing, guys. I think I really, really like what you guys doing. So when I have time and I can jump on and comment and be a part of it, it's my favorite. So you guys are amazing.
Thank you, Tyson.
Really appreciate that, Tyson, and it means a lot, because we do. Aaron, go ahead, and I'll close out with what I was going to say. You got
No,
anything you like
that's
to
all.
close with?
No, that's it. I just want to thank you and thank everybody else for coming in. Again, it's been great having you on, and you're such a positive influence to the community. It was nice having you. Thank you.
I appreciate it, and congrats to your kids too.
Thank you.
And again, Tyson, it kind of goes without saying, but you are an inspiration, and yeah, I learned so much from what you're doing, and I learned so much by your podcast and by what you have going out, and I'm thankful that it's there. And if it, I encourage anybody to check out Copper Johns, check out Dad Bods and Beards wherever you can. And the more we spread the word about what you're doing, Tyson, the more people that are going to be helped by it. Even if it's one person a month, one person a day, one person a week, it's all worth it.
100% it is.
With all that, guys, just a quick reminder, Tuesday, Beyond the Beard, we have Justin Summers coming on. Next Saturday, we have Mike Brewer on at 9 p.m. Eastern for the Bearded Kin. And I'm just going to send out this, as we end the live stream tonight, guys, I just want to tell you guys that we appreciate each and every one of you guys being here, the comments and the love that you show. And remember, your mental health is a priority. Your happiness is essential, and your self-care is an absolute necessity. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great night, guys.